Okay. I guess we're working on the test crafts.
Oh, excuse me.
Do you remember where we left off?
Oh man. Um, okay, where did we leave off at? We created the objects and then the fields. Click on warehouse. Click new. Let me see what happens.
Um, I think I have summary here. I have summary. I was studying a bit.
Oh,
So,
wait a minute. We had to create record types, if I remember correct.
yeah, but before that, I think we are missing some objects that we need to do.
No, excuse me.
So we have account contact reports and dashboard, and we have warehouses, we have products, we have vendors. We need we need we need opportunities, purchase orders, sales orders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, opportunities. Wouldn't we use the standard opportunity object for that rather than
Okay, so we should go ahead and add the opportunities here, right? Just on
yeah,
the app,
yeah.
on that up.
Excuse me. Hmm.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
Go to app manager.
Oh, I went to the app builder. App manage. My mind is still on vacation.
When did y'all get back, by the way?
Yesterday
Oh
night.
my God. And then you did a class for tonight. Yeah, yeah, you
I
give
know.
yourself no chance to really.
Yep, Jermaine, girl, keep up. We need to find a job, Jermaine. No time to sleep, Jermaine. Okay, navigation. I guess we're gonna write here opportunities. I'm gonna put here.
And then you got to just move them up to accounts, contacts, at the contacts. Oh, you got opportunities.
I think do we need cases too?
Cases for what?
Mm, no, just so I was just thinking. Should I wait? Account content opportunity. Okay, I'm gonna move this up. Okay, and I'm gonna put save. Okay, go back. So we have opportunities. Now I think we need to create purchase order.
Okay.
Um, oh, I have to go back here. Opportunities. Opportunities there. Woohoo. So now I have to create, I think, a custom object. Yeah.
Mm.
Custom object, and this is going to be purchase order.
Okay.
Oh, oh. Hmm.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yep. Oh, Jermaine, Jermaine, you there? Oh, I think Jermaine. Oh,
He slipped away for a bit.
yeah.
You know, snack, are you okay?
No, I'm okay. I'm just waiting for Jermaine. Mm. Mm, 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 mm.
Okay. Like a dog on a bone.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for you. So I put the purchase orders there. And
Mhm.
then I guess
Hold on,
here's
let's do with that last. Make sure you do allow search and all that other stuff.
oh yeah, I did that already. They're all oh yeah, I
No,
lost her. And
add
just
those two. Always
those
add those two.
always
Now, yes. Now go back up. Purchase order number.
will be order number.
And we'll call that PO instead of A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One. Oh, this thing is really annoying me. Can you see it?
See what?
You don't see anything I'm moving here?
Yeah,
You can see it?
yeah.
This thing here.
Just click save.
Oh, you don't see it. Okay, never mind.
See
It's the
what?
thing from Zoom, the one underneath that's the audio, video, participant chart, share.
No, don't worry about that. Just click save.
It's it's just like blocking me. It's like I don't
I don't see none of that.
know. Okay, I'm gonna put this color.
Pushes on the bone. And to fit the band.
Next, apply. Okay. Just go food and save. Okay. So that was purchase order. And now I'm gonna create field and relationship. So
Relationships and fields and
um
relationships.
okay, order number. Think order number. And this will be order number. Should it be the field is order number? Should I put numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Um, okay, I guess I should
Leave
just
that. Leave the length.
like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and let's go next.
Next.
Next, purchase order layout. Save a new. Um, let's put date order. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
So the date order that then I guess it should be on the date, right?
Hmm.
Um, what else should we put? Or do we have order number, date order? Oh, vendor. The vendor. We need vendor.
Do you already
Uh,
have a vendor object?
yeah, but I think this one will be lookup. It will be a lookup, which will be
Okay.
purchase order will be a lookup to the vendor.
Okay, right.
Yeah, okay.
See if you can do it from a master detail instead of lookup.
I don't think we can do to the master. This will be a lookup, I think.
Right, but without a vendor, can you have a purchase order?
Without the vendor, well, we need
What are you trying to say?
with the um oh, because this is purchase order. Yeah, purchase order, we are getting it from the vendor. Without the vendor, we can't have a purchase order.
But then again, can't because like let's say because I know in New York, like if I want to go buy like say cases of juices or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be a vendor, but I can go and create a purchase order.
Oh, no, no, no. You're going to the vendor. The vendor is the one who's going to sell it to you.
Not the
And
warehouse.
oh, so the vendor has the warehouses. So the vendor is the one who owns the warehouses. So
Do
they're
they?
selling stuff, and then you too, as a seller, you can have your own warehouse to put your own inventory.
Right.
Yeah. And this will be related to vendor. Let's see. Vendor. Um, yeah. And child relationship name, purchase order. Okay. Next. 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 So now we have order number, we have date order, vendor, which is the lookup to vendor, lookup field. Um, what other field do you think, Jermaine?
Anywhere in any of these objects, do we have shipping date?
Oh
Ship
yeah, we,
item?
we put already um the date ordered.
No, there's a difference between the date order and the shipping date.
Okay, we can
Date
put
that,
shipping date.
no, hold on. Do we have a field for shipping date in another object?
Hmm, I think we do. We do somewhere. I think is it on the vendor? Let me
Maybe,
let me see.
maybe under products.
Yeah, let me go check on the product. N Nope, we don't have that. Vendor type payments. No, not there. Oh, contract
Look under warehouse.
warehouse type also. No, we don't have that.
Okay. Somewhere I think we need shipping date.
Yeah, I
For
guess
shipping the products. So that
you
would be under what? Products?
shipping date?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, under the product.
Okay, so get out of purchase order. Hold on for a second.
I think we need to finish the purchase order first. Don't think so? What do you think? Jermaine, Jermaine, where's Jermaine? Am I in mute? Oh, Jermaine disappeared. Jermaine. I don't know if Jermaine can hear me.
Is he
Wait,
there? Maybe he put himself on mute.
probably.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Jermaine, where were you?
I said, hold on a minute. I had to go to the stove.
Oh, I was like, Jermaine, we keep calling Jermaine. I didn't hear you. I was
Mm-mm-mm.
like, something is wrong with Jermaine. Yeah. So we are gonna add the shipping date on the product, right?
Yeah, on the purchase order, let me see, on the products.
Um, I'm
No,
thinking,
purchase order.
yeah, I'm thinking, on the purchase order, we should also add the product ordered, the list of the product ordered, maybe. Oh, we can make it as a lookup list. What kind of product was ordered? A pick list on the purchase order.
What do we have currently under the purchase order?
Currently on the purchase order, we have the order number, date ordered, and from a vendor, which was lookup. I think we are missing with what kind of product was ordered on this purchase order.
Okay,
Yeah, I think we should add this in a pick list, right?
okay.
Yeah, cancel. Add here, pick list.
You don't
And
think
this,
it should be a multi-select pick list?
what does that mean?
You could select multiple.
Oh, mount select pick list. Okay. Is here? I've never used mount select. Pick. Oh, cool, Jermaine.
Read what it says so you'll know in the future.
Oh my God. Okay. What did I do? Okay. Mount select allows user to select multiple value from a list you define.
So if let's say this is food, you could do beverage and meats, you know what I'm saying, as your pick list values. So
Yeah.
someone can buy both beverage and meats at the same time,
Hmm.
rather than just saying,
Okay, so I'm gonna select pick list, mount select. Hmm? Review mount select pick list.
yeah, go ahead. Hold on. There are some limitations when you use multi-select pick list data in automation reports. Oh, hold on.
Hmm. I guess we should just.
I'm thinking now because when you do your reports and stuff, you don't want issues with that. Let me see. Go to ChatGPT and put in how to um, use multi-select pick list in a report, in a Salesforce report.
wait, what are you trying to do? Happy.
Hmm?
What are you guys trying to do?
Mm.
Show him the error, the message.
Yeah, let me see. What are you guys trying to do? You're trying to.
So I've never seen this before. So
I think it's just press got it and then try it again. Did this
yeah,
pop
but
up?
the thing is this:
Uh-huh.
when it come time to generate a report, do we, we don't want issues because she used a multi-select pick list because they're telling you that there's limitations to do it this way.
Mm,
That's why I wanted her to go to ChatGPT and say how to use multi-select pick list to generate a report in Salesforce.
yeah, I think I see what you're saying because if there's two options, but there's only one.
How does the record record? Maybe in a report when you use the multi-select pick list, it shows both records picked or both items picked within the field itself. Uh, maybe I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would say like this is an error message, but yeah, ask ChatGPT, but I would say like move forward with it and try and see what errors you do get. I think it should be fine though. In your case, for sure.
It should be fine, but I just want to see if, what stumbling blocks we may run into. So go back to Chat GPT,
Right.
the next one over. How to use multi-select pick lists in a Salesforce report.
Like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Okay, so do this. For now, take a screenshot of this before you click got it. And then when Luke come on, we'll have him, see what he says on this. Because I've never seen this before. You know.
so should I put got it?
Don't show this message again. Click on that. I got it. You got it. You got it. Mhm.
Okay. And here, oh, product ordered.
Hold on. Didn't we already got where we selected meats and beverages and stuff? So why are we doing this again?
What do you mean?
Don't we already have a pick list in another object where you get to select what type the person is ordering?
Well, I just clicked the pick list and it just
Hold on. Go
like this is
back to the another object. Now click on new.
what object this?
Fine. Click new. See, we got to do something about that, right?
On what
Click
object?
not opportunities. Do accounts. Click new. Now we don't have no pick list values here. Type. Let me see. No, not type. Let me see.
I think it's on product. No? Yeah, look. Oh no. Hmm. Oh,
Try
I think it was in the warehouse. Warehouse.
warehouse.
This is the warehouse type.
Right there.
This is the warehouse capacity.
See, so that's already that should really be a multi-select pick list there. See, so that's where we have the meat. You see what I'm saying? So warehouse type should be changed from pick list to multi-select.
So we have to change these two?
Change. No, let me see. Click on status. Status. No, that stays there. So let's change the field on warehouse type to a multi-select.
Oh, okay.
So edit object, right, and change that to like a multi-select. Change field type. Go up, go up, go up. Change field type. Change that to a multi-select. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. So now this allows the person to do, you know, hold on. That's fine. Number of visible lines is 4 is fine. Put 4. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on.
Why so? Oh, because of this is on the number of our pick list.
Put 6, so just in case. So in case we add to it later on.
Let's just put 8.
No, 6. I don't want too big. Because we could always adjust it later. Okay, click save.
And then let's click save. I'm gonna
Mhm.
click save.
Good. Now let's take a look. Go back to
This one?
no, the first tab. Now click on new. Now warehouse type. See, oh, you can't click. You're gonna have to log out, log back in. Oh boy, excuse me.
Mhm.
Mhm. No, you shouldn't have to log out again. Or refresh, right? There
Ooh,
we
there.
go. There we go. So
Okay, so I'm gonna go to purchase order, for the relationship, new, and this is mount.
wait a minute, what are you doing?
I'm adding the purchase order. It need to have product ordered. We don't have it yet.
So
Remember?
then, no, well then why don't you just do it as a lookup rather than recreate doing another pick
Uh,
list file?
why a lookup?
Purchase order
Yeah.
is a lookup to the warehouse, isn't it?
I don't know. Okay, let's go over there. Let's see.
See, because on the warehouse you already got meats, vegetables, drinks, and all that stuff. So what are you gonna do? Go to the purchase order, put meats, vegetables, drinks in again?
That makes sense. So I'm gonna put
Yeah.
here product ordered.
Wait a minute. New relationship. Whoa, what's going on here? What did you click on?
Oh, you said the lookup. I put lookup.
Hold on, hit cancel. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
See the purchase order. When I click new, we all have order number, date order, a vendor. We need the product ordered, and I think we also need status. That's what I'm thinking.
and let me see what's in the warehouse. What's the fields in the warehouse? Yeah, something. Hold on. All right, do it as a. Yeah, I guess try to do it as a lookup. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. Okay.
Oh, no. This is gonna be product order.
Mhm.
And yeah. Child relationship, purchase order. Purchase orders. Why is it? Oh, wait, what? I'm confused, Jermaine.
You're confused.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I think this is supposed to be the product list should have because we are here listing the product on the purchase order new uh we have if we create a field says product ordered and then which is going to be I don't know. Like if I keep going with this, will will we be able to choose the pick list of add different products like in pick list like vegetables?
I see what you're saying, right.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah, that's why I think we should just have this as a malt pick list. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back, right?
Hmm, yeah. Cancel. Click on cancel. Or, well, let me see.
Malt pick lists.
Yeah, but then what are we going to say? Product ordered, and then we got to say have the same fields.
So the malt pick list
So maybe that pick
over
list should
here.
be instead of being in warehouse, maybe it should be in purchase order instead.
No, I think on the warehouse, we need to have a list of the products. Like this warehouse, what does it has? Like the products available.
I got you. I got you. Okay.
What do you think? I
No,
think
no, no. You're right. You're right. Oh my gosh. All right.
okay. I'm gonna put pick list, malt select.
Select
So
multi select. And you just gotta help with fret. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. I don't. I quit. Oh. Mm, mm.
so what product do we have? We have vegetables, drinks.
Or beverages, you call it.
Oh, I think we put drinks previously.
Ooh, excuse me. Oh,
Meats, pastries. I think we only had four choices, right?
yeah, excuse me.
And then we put six.
What about snacks?
Okay, we can add snacks.
What about dairy?
Is it not on the milk or drinks? Okay, I'm gonna put dairy.
Dairy is different. How about
I guess if we add more, we're gonna have to add them too on the warehouse, because on the warehouse we only have four choices.
okay, yeah, okay. Cleaning supplies.
Cleaning supplies. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What?
I'm just guessing, you know.
Yeah, because what cleaning supplies for? Yeah, let's just leave it like that, I think. What do you think?
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna click next. Next. And I think this is the last thing I'm thinking. We should add status, the status of the purchase order.
No, if you got it in the warehouse status, then to me, I don't think that makes sense. Do you need it in the warehouse and the purchase order, or do you need it in both?
Okay,
I don't.
let's just leave it as of that. Okay. Okay. So looks like I think I should move the purchase order over here.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that helped. Mhm. Oh, thank you.
Oh, navigation. Okay, so we have home, account, contact. Should I leave it here? Jermaine? Yes, good?
I guess that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
You have to log out. Okay. Okay, Jermaine. So I think we are done with the with the object.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it does look good. So
Yeah.
I guess we might as well get Lou on now.
Oh, wait. No, we do not. We need to figure out this before Lou start asking us questions.
Figure out what.
The account? Oh, okay. Anyways, so question, like this is the test craft food app, right?
Okay.
And when you people who are working on the test craft food, they need to see only accounts that are supposed to be on the test craft food, right?
Yeah.
And as well as contacts.
Yeah.
But if we go to the accounts, it shows accounts that there are from then they're not for the craft food, even the contacts uh yeah, even products
Mhm.
have product here.
No,
Oh,
those other ones won't have anything because those are specific for craft, taste craft. But opportunities, contacts, and accounts those have to be, you have to create record types for those.
For opportunity, contact, and account.
Those need record counts because, right, you want to make certain that the account is for the appropriate, click
Yeah, so
new,
why
click new
don't
for
we
account.
create it?
Okay, see, that should have a record type, so this way you can pick
So there's account name.
for Tastecraft.
Hmm.
Look a dog on a bone.
Hmm. So what should we do? Should we start adding values?
But before
Oh,
you start adding values, you have to distinguish the account, what account, because you might have accounts for different companies or different, like in other words, you might have accounts that have nothing to do with Tastecraft. Just like you have contacts that have nothing to do with Tastecraft, and you got opportunities that have nothing to do with Tastecraft. So you have to create record types.
okay, then I guess we have to create a record type then.
Yes, because you have to let the people know what this account goes to, what account. So when they click on account and they click new, they can click either Tastecraft or something else.
Okay. 1 second.
See, like go to contacts.
Give me 1 second, Jameen. Okay. Second. Sorry, sorry. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, what are we doing now?
Go to contacts.
Contacts. Okay.
Now click on new contact. See, you got tenant and landlord. It's got nothing to do with Tastecraft.
So we have to create record types for contacts.
If you're gonna have contact as an object, then you got to create the record type for that.
Yeah.
Because Tastecraft has nothing to do with tenant or landlord. That's real estate.
Okay. Um, okay, sorry, Jameen. Okay, how do we do that?
Go to edit object on the contact. Now go to record type. Well, you're right. See, you got page layout. See, so you got to create a new page layout. So in order for you to create a record type, you have to create the page layout first. But then go to record type. See how you got two different record types? So you have to create a page layout and then do a record type.
Okay, so let's start with the page. So we're going to create the page layout for the contacts. I think we have already the contact layout.
When you go into contact, what layouts do you see? What
Oh, it's a
record
total different layout.
record types you see?
What happened?
When you go into the contact object, what record types do you see?
Let's go. Let's see. Contacts. Ah, damn. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna click new. And we should give it a name.
You'll say Taste Craft Foods. I think it's all one word, by the way, Taste Craft. Now, what existing page layout? Click on that. What do you guys see? Take a look and see.
I just want to finish the page layout name, Taste Craft Food.
That's all you
Mm,
need.
you put layout so we can differentiate it. Jermaine, should we put Taste Craft Food layout?
Do we need to? If you notice, the other one said, I think, well, go ahead, put that layout. Yeah.
You sure? Okay. Oh, let's see the other one. Oh yeah, they have layouts. So let's put.
Yeah.
But you know what? We might need different layouts.
We'll
And this
do
is
that in a minute. Hold on. He's saying we need more time. He should come on now. I think he should come on now.
okay.
And hit escape.
Oh, Jermaine.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we might have different layouts. Should we
Hit escape.
sorry?
Hit escape, and then we could tell Lou what we're about to do.
Escape?
Yeah.
Oh,
In other words, cancel.
so I was like, where am I gonna escape, Jermaine? Okay. Oh, Lou is coming?
Yeah, I'm telling him to come on now. So. So now you can tell Lou what we created the last meeting in this meeting.
Okay. I'll just give him a little intro and then you're gonna take over.
No,
Yeah.
you're gonna take over. You're
Well,
taking over. You're doing a good
you're
job.
gonna take over. Okay,
I ain't,
I'm gonna get later. In a minute.
Stop fighting, guys.
Hey,
Hey, Lou.
how are you guys doing?
Good. So we are, oh, right now we're working on figuring out about the page layouts
well,
and the
before
record.
you do that, explain to him what we did.
Oh, okay. So we created this app called Taste Craft Food app. So Taste Craft Food is one of the clients FXsoft is working with. And this client owns about 6 different warehouses selling foods and beverages. And the goal here is to help these clients run their business effectively in Salesforce. So we created this app to help them streamline their operations across multiple warehouses. Um, mm,
Right.
so we are trying to
What
we
objects did you create?
so we created uh warehouses. This is a custom object, warehouses, purchase order, the vendors, and then we added the accounts, the standard account opportunities, products, reports, and dashboard.
Okay.
So
Can I
the
see
main
the vendors tab?
vendor. Okay, the vendors tab.
Yeah. So do you have any vendors?
We didn't start adding them yet.
Okay. So what is a vendor to you?
A vendor, um, a place where we're going to buy products, like where Testcraft clients is going to buy the products, like maybe like food, fruits, and this
Mhm.
vendor owns these products.
Okay, so you're saying the vendor is what? So give me a typical name of a vendor.
Sorry.
What would be like a typical name of a vendor?
We can say uh um maybe Chocolate LLC. That's the name of the vendor.
Well,
And-
no, well, name some vendor like that sells chocolate. That would be Godiva,
Oh,
Hershey, right?
yeah.
Okay. Now you call them a vendor, but they're companies, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they are companies.
Well, if they're companies, why make a separate tab called vendors?
Mm,
Like where would they be if you didn't have a separate tab? Where would you put them?
if on the contacts or account?
Mm, accounts.
Yeah,
Click on account for a second
okay. Accounts.
and do view all. Well, do view all.
Um, view all
All
accounts.
accounts, yeah. Okay, you see these?
Yes.
These are companies.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you put the vendor here?
That's really interesting. Um, looks like we should have put the vendors into accounts.
Yeah, that's where your vendors would be.
Yeah.
So accounts. So the question is, what is an account? What do you think?
Oh, um, so account in Salesforce stores information about a company.
And any company, right?
Yeah.
But it's not only companies, it's also things like households. Like for instance, your household, you would be the uh to go to household,
Yes.
right? And as a to go to household, right? Who is in your household?
Jeffrey?
Mm-hmm. That's me.
And yourself,
Yes.
right? And and if Jeffrey and yourself are in the household, where would you put you and Jeff in Salesforce?
Into account.
No. Your account would be your household. It will be
Oh,
the to go to household.
Um,
So you and Jeff are what of the household in Salesforce?
the contacts?
Yes, your contacts in the household,
Mm,
right? You see what I mean? So it's not just names of companies, it's also things like households. It's basically if you have a contact, above the contact will be something, either a household or a company, right? You see what I mean?
yes.
But if you have a separate tab called vendors, it doesn't really show that that works with Salesforce. So you really need to put it into accounts. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so don't use vendors, use accounts. Now, your company is called Tastecraft Foods,
Yes.
right? Tastecraft Foods, um, that's who you have there. Then what would be the accounts that Tastecraft Foods would have, you know, contact with? So are you Effective or are you Tastecraft Foods? Who are you?
I am FXsoft. I am working at FXsoft, and this is FXsoft clients.
But if it's a client, you wouldn't create an app for that client, right? The app you're creating is called Effecta, right?
Oh, oh yes.
And Tastecraft Food is a company which is a client of Effecta.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
So you have to really rework this a bit more, you know. So you're really to use Effecta appropriately, Pacecraft Foods would have to be a account.
So that I'm understanding this clearly, we
Mhm.
really need to create an app called Effecta.
Yes, because
And
it's not
then,
it's not
and
Tastecraft that
right,
has the
I
warehouses. It's the
understand.
Effecta that has the warehouses. Yeah.
Effecta has the warehouses. So then Tastecraft Food is a company that Effecta deals with. So
Yes.
they will be part of one of the accounts. So we did all this work for nothing. Okay.
No,
Ah,
you didn't do the work for nothing because you didn't put any data in it, did you?
no, we
No.
didn't put the data yet.
Okay. So let's change the name of the app, right, and call it Effecta.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to
Okay. Now you don't need the vendor.
oh sorry, I left really
Mhm.
quick. Oh, effector. Um,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna take out the vendor.
Yep.
Um, and save.
You could save this. Okay, now it's looking a little bit better. Now you're gonna there's actually quite a lot of changes you're gonna have to make. But let's put in what's the name of that company that you had?
It's called Test Craft Food.
Okay, so put that in, Pacecraft Food as a
And
new account. Allow. Okay. And change take the industry there because that's industry is food.
industry.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, put food and beverage.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, look at the type. Let's take a look at the type for a second. Okay, and this is one of your customers.
Yeah.
So you could click on customer.
Customer,
Okay,
client, that it is something.
same thing, yeah.
Okay.
No, and then you would put a bunch of stuff like their addresses and things like that, but that's fine. You no need to do all that. You could save this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who's the contact at Tastecraft? No, you could do it here. See, it says contacts.
That-
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. New.
Hmm.
Mm.
So what's the problem here?
This has a this contact has a totally different page layout that doesn't is not linked with Test Craft Food.
Right. So how do you fix this?
We need to create a new page layout.
And what is those two things there, tenant and landlord? What are they called?
Oh, these are the pick list?
No. Look what it's saying. Select a what?
Oh, record type. Record type.
Right. So you need both the layout and a record type. And then you need to
Yeah.
link them together,
Yes.
right? You see, so those are some of the things you would need to do, right? So there's stuff like creating objects and stuff like that. That's things that you need to do eventually. But you also have to know how to use Salesforce and the Sales Cloud because right now you're actually using the Sales Cloud. The Sales Cloud is accounts, contacts, opportunities, even products and stuff like that. All of those things, you have to know how to use them, right? Because businesses want you to be an admin of Salesforce, especially an admin that has knowledge of the Sales Cloud,
Mm-hmm.
right? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you need to really work the Sales Cloud appropriately. Now I'm just curious, is Jeff there?
Yep.
I'm here. What's up, Lou?
Jeff, so your company,
Hmm.
right? Your company sold products to companies, to other companies?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a whole bunch of different accounts, correct?
Yes. Yep.
And those accounts had contacts, correct?
Yep.
And when you made a sale, how did you make the sale? What did you do?
Um, so as far as sales, we have like something called opportunities, and
Ex
we yeah.
exactly, opportunities. So an opportunity is an opportunity to make money,
Yep.
right? That's what an opportunity is. So you can't just do things like that without actually understanding Salesforce, right? Because a lot of people interview you and they'll expect you to know what the Sales Cloud is because the Sales Cloud is the most important thing that Salesforce uses for every business. right? So you definitely need to know accounts, contacts, and opportunities, right? And later on, products. Jeff, have you used the products?
Uh, I mean, other than the products that they sent me, no, I haven't really used the products.
Did you
Yeah,
did you
go
use
ahead.
the price books and all that?
Yeah, I used Pricebooks to set up the storefront when we were working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but from what I remember, we do have a list of products and prices in Salesforce within my company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they don't really need to go that deep into this, you know, but they need to at least set up the accounts and contacts correctly, right? For the clients that are going to ship things back and forth, into the warehouse and out of the warehouse. But it really should be tied to an opportunity, you know,
Right.
because that makes money for Effecta, so that's sort of like the idea of how things should be working using the Sales Cloud, right? That will be for Effecta. Now, the other thing is that's Effecta's Sales Cloud. Then you're actually going to need another app, which is going to be the inventory management, right? So Effecta deals with clients, the contacts at the accounts, and the opportunities that which are contracts that are signed by the company, right? That Effecta does, like Tastecraft. So 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 you have to kind of understand your business correctly, right? And then you will need an inventory management, piece where that taste Tastecraft will be sending, say, a truckload of food to be stored in the warehouse, and then they have to pay for that, right? And who are they paying? They're paying Effecta because the warehouse is being managed by Effecta, right?
Oh,
You see what I mean?
yeah.
No. So or it could be that Effecta is a package that goes uh into the Tastecraft Food Tastecraft Foods um org, Salesforce org, and the only thing that Tastecraft Foods does, right, is just do inventory management, right? So it could be that that's what you're trying to do, right? So are you Effecta managing clients that are putting stuff into your own warehouse, or are you Effecta that has a package where that the package goes into a client's Salesforce, and then that client, which is Tastecraft Foods, right? They take Effecta software and use the inventory management,
Yes,
you know.
that's yeah, the second option, the client
Okay.
sector package.
Okay. Then you would cancel this for a moment, right? And instead of calling it Effecta, it'll be Effecta Inventory Management. No, because you're using the inventory management of Effecta's package.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, you could just say inventory management. Okay, then you can save that. Now, okay, so now you're the you're using this as the inventory management.
Hmm?
Okay. Now, if you're using this as inventory management, you won't need opportunities, right? Because opportunities is it, so you're really Pacecraft Food, right? That's you. You just bought Effective's inventory management package. You're bringing it in, so it comes up as an app, right? And there's no need for opportunities because the only thing you're going to do is inventory management, right? But it depends now. If you're ta Tastecraft Food, right? When do you take things out of inventory?
When I sell them,
Okay, if that's the case, then what does accounts mean to you?
account to Testcraft Food.
Yes.
Hmm.
So accounts could be something like different companies' happiness, like
Yeah.
companies that will be buying these services from you.
Yeah, those are your customers, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Jeff's company, right? Because Jeff's company, instead of doing they do inventory management, but what they do is they sell their products to their products are different products. It's not food. Their products is audio visual products. Is that right, Jeff?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So it's the same thing, right? Um, you're still going to need to use the Sales Cloud because you're going to be selling your stuff that's in your warehouses, right, to the customer, right? So it's the same exact thing. And this is how Salesforce works, you know. And knowing Salesforce's Sales Cloud, right? And you'll see that a lot of jobs are specifically for admins that know Sales Clouds. Right. And it's assumed that if it doesn't say Sales Cloud on the description, that you should still know Sales Cloud, as well. So so you have to first understand how and why people are using um Salesforce.
Yes.
Okay. So you are Tastecraft Foods. Now, if you're Tastecraft Foods, you actually wouldn't have an account. How would you set up the Salesforce for Tastecraft Foods? What would you do?
Uh, Wait, Lou, you said if I am Testcraft Food, I wouldn't have account?
No, no, you will. But let's say you're okay. Let's say Tastecraft Foods, you interviewed for them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a Salesforce, but they want you, Happiness, because you're an admin, to set up their Salesforce, right?
Yes.
What would you do?
Um,
So now they went to Salesforce, they bought Salesforce.
oh, they bought Effector?
No, no, they bought
How
Salesforce.
many years they bought Salesforce? Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't gotten Effector yet, but they hired you. Pacecraft Foods does not have Salesforce. They hired you as a Salesforce admin, and
Mhm.
they want you to set up Salesforce.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to um create their accounts, contacts, the homepage.
That wouldn't be the first thing you would do. Jermaine, what would be the first thing a admin would do for a brand new Salesforce org that you've been hired to go ahead and start managing from scratch?
You have to set up users, roles, profiles.
No, that wouldn't be the first thing you do.
No?
No. Jeff, what would be the first thing you do, you think?
Um, you probably want to have like accounts for your customers.
Not yet. That's even before that. Okay.
Um, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go to setup and type company information. Okay. So if you are setting this Salesforce up for a new person, you would edit this. So edit this, right? And you would change this to be um taste, what was it? Taste food. Um,
Craft,
what's
te te taste craft food.
Taste Craft Food. So the organization wouldn't be .kk, what we put here. It would be Taste Craft Food. That would be the organization, right?
Oh, oh, set up organization. Got it.
Yeah, because this would be Taste Craft Foods Salesforce org. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once you do that, right, it would change the name, so that the org will be named after the company, right? And then after that, you would start setting up the accounts for Tastecraft. And the accounts will be their customers. There will be two things that you'd set up right away. The first thing you'd be is setting up their customers that buy their products.
Hmm.
And also, Tastecraft would also be buying things from other companies. What would Tastecraft be buying from other companies?
They'll be buying the
Maybe
products.
ingredients? What are the ingredients?
Yeah, the products that they're selling, like food, beverage.
Right,
Drink. Yeah.
right. Now, the question is going to be, is Tastecraft a reseller of those things, or do they actually make something with the stuff that they're buying?
That's a good question. I'll say reseller. So they're,
So they're buying products and reselling the products.
yes.
Okay, but they could also buy ingredients and create products and sell those too. It depends on how you want Tastecraft to be. But so you still have to set this up appropriately, right? Now, you don't need opportunities here in the Effecta um, inventory management. So you could get rid of opportunities here.
Okay.
Now, let me ask, did you create purchase orders and products, or did you bring those in?
Oh, we just created it.
Okay, we're going to have to get rid of that because that's not how you would do a purchase order.
Oh, okay. The
Okay. When you say purchase order, what is a purchase order to you?
the purchase order is it has the details of the product that has been bought.
Who bought it?
Uh, Test Craft Food bought. Because
Okay, so you're buying from a vendor, is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Okay. That is that is a purchase order,
yes.
right? But but I think there might be a standard purchase order object,
Oh,
you
okay.
know. So we'll see about that later on. The products is shouldn't be here. Well, the products could be here. That's true. It depends now because you need to put the products into the inventory. right, into the warehouses. So that's fine at the moment. Um, the accounts here don't need to be here either because the accounts and contacts, you know what? Let's take them away from here as well. Okay, so you have warehouses, products, reports, and dashboards. This is pretty much all you need for the inventory at the moment. Just say save. Okay, now go back to your um, Effecta inventory management. Okay, now where would you expect to see accounts and contacts? They will be in, not here, they will be in your sales cloud. So if you go to the 9 dots, right, see sales,
Oh, yeah.
click on that. This is where you have that stuff, right? And this is where you would build this up, and then you would have your customers, and your customers goes into your accounts, and the contacts for those customers will be there as well, right? And then once you have your customers and your accounts, then you would call up your customers and say, hey, what would you like to buy? And let's just say I need 10,000 bottles of soda, right? So one of your customers may want that, and then you would go to the inventory to see if you have 10,000 bottles of soda, right? So that's kind of how it works. The people who works for you, right, are going to be two types of people. There'll be your sales team, and your sales team uses the sales cloud, right? And then there'll be your other team, which is your inventory manager, right, who deals with the inventory in the warehouses and shipments and all that. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So you need to keep the separation, and you need to have two types of employees, right? Your sales staff and your inventory manager, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and then that will be structured a bit better, So that's the way you kind of have to think of this, as you're working for Tastecraft, and Tastecraft has all of these customers, and all those customers go into accounts. They'll have contacts, and then they will buy your product. And when they buy a product, you need to create a opportunity, right?
Mm.
And then the opportunity will be a sale, and then you would arrange shipment by contacting your warehouse manager, right? And then your warehouse manager would look into the inventory because they're the ones who use the inventory portion. That's Effecta. And then they will use Effecta to see if they actually have the product in their warehouse. You see what I mean? So that would be sort of like how this would work, right? Makes sense?
Yeah.
hmm So I think that's the way to build it. You have to use the Sales Cloud, number one. Number two, you could use the Effecta um, inventory manager, but that's for the warehouse managers, so that the warehouse manager can figure out, you know, um, whether or not they have the inventory, if they're short on the inventory. If the warehouse is short on the inventory, what do you think they need to do?
Restock it.
And how would they restock it?
Um, by reordering they
And
have to order the products.
who would they order it from?
The from the supplier,
And who's the supplier? Where would the supplier be in our scenario? Which object?
I think account.
Yes, there will be an account, but they will be called not a customer, they will be called a vendor.
Um,
So the warehouse would have access to the vendors, but they wouldn't have really access to the customers, right? Or they might have access to the customers because they need to know what the shipping address is. You see?
mhm.
So, but you need at least two types of accounts. You need customer accounts and you need vendor accounts because you need to buy your supplies, or the inventory managers need to buy their supplies, and the sales staff needs to make sales of the uh, so that they could sell the products to the customer, right?
Yes.
And that's typically how the business should run, right? Makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Okay. Now, if you're thinking of it from that point of view, right, I think that's how you need to build your app, right? So you have this portion. So with the sales part, you don't really have to build up, even though you need to create different record types for your accounts. You'll need to create record types that are based upon uh, customers and vendors, but you also have landlords here. Now, your landlords and tenants, where do they belong to? Which do they belong to?
We real estate app.
Okay, and you have a real estate app here, correct?
I think so. We were actually in the process of doing it, but we didn't work with it throughout the end.
I
It's like
see.
40% off, but it's here, yeah.
Okay, now did you build a profile for the real estate app?
No, we did not. But I think we built the profile for the different app that we worked with. The e-commerce and
Hmm.
the walking tour videos.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So part of those profiles are going to be access to the record types, right?
Yeah.
Could you go to users? Let me take a look at users for a second. Do you have a user for any of the other apps?
Yes, we do. Can we go to yes? Users?
Okay, I see. You have a manager of a video and happiness e-commerce. You have a video manager as well. That's Kobe. Right. Okay, click on the happiness video manager. Let's take a look at that for a second.
Okay.
Not the role, but the profile. You see the profiles?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Which profile?
not the video manager. Video manager. Happiness video manager.
Happiness econ. Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad.
Okay, now over here, can you go to okay, you see it says accounts over here, right?
Account.
Account.
Oh, yes, account here.
But we don't need to do anything here because this is the page layout. Scroll it down more until you get to the next section. So this is field level security. Don't worry about this. Scroll it down more. Okay, and you get custom apps and scroll down more. Yep, the tabs, we don't need this. Scroll it down more. Okay, this is what we need. This is called the record types, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but wait a minute here. Standard record types counts. Okay, scroll it down more. Okay. Uh-huh. Videos, but go up more, go up a little bit more. Ah, here we go. See the contacts over there?
Oh yeah, here.
Okay, and this is what you have. And so the problem here is that when Colby creates a contact, his contact that he creates is only going to be either a tenant or a landlord. But he's a video manager. That doesn't make any sense. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you'll need more record types for the contacts, and you'll also need more record types for the contacts that are going to be customers and
Vendors.
and vendors, and then they need to be set up for people who are salespeople, right? And people who are inventory managers,
Yes.
so and then once you get then you kind of get a better sense of how Salesforce works, so just something to think about. There's a lot that actually needs to get done, before a company can actually make use of Salesforce. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
And believe me, if uh, Jeff's company used Salesforce, they could have used it probably much better. Like they're not using it anymore. Jeff, why isn't your company using Salesforce anymore?
Well, we're still using Salesforce, but mainly we're using it for opportunities, where basically we keep track of clients that we're taking on in regards to like if they're ordering stuff from us, are we providing maintenance, when are we doing installations and stuff.
Okay. Okay, so you're using the Sales Cloud and the Service Cloud.
Um, we're using the Sales Cloud,
No, but do you do cases if there's a problem with your video
just
equipment?
just opportunities. We do use events.
No,
Uh,
no. What happens if someone wants to return a broken product?
uh, yeah, that's a good question. I think, yeah, I know that we're using campaigns.
Well, campaigns are just so that you get new customers, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we're
But
using.
but I'm saying, let's say someone buys a video recorder
Mhm.
and something is broken. What happens? Do they call up and say, "Look, you sold me a broken product. I need a new one."
Yeah, so that's actually so what I was working on regarding the storefront was supposed to support that, but they opted to move to keep utilizing the old system and move to a new system that's not as expensive as Salesforce. But
Oh,
uh,
I see. So they
yeah,
didn't add this, they didn't add the Service Cloud to
correct.
Salesforce. They're only using the Sales Cloud, not the Service Cloud.
Yeah,
I got
correct.
it. I got it.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, sometimes companies do that because the Service Cloud could be very expensive,
yeah.
So okay. Yeah, yeah, yes. I see what you're saying. Hmm. Okay. Mhm. But you guys could have actually built your own service type cloud yourself. It's not that hard, you know. So you could
Maybe.
do returns and put things that are broken and stuff like that. Hmm. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Anyway, so there's a bunch of stuff that would have needed to be done to get the Sales Cloud working and the inventory management working over here. And then later on, you would use the Service Cloud. And in the case of the Server Cloud, what would you, first of all, do you know what the Service Cloud is, Happiness?
Um, sorry, Lou, can you ask me that one more time?
The Service Cloud, do you know what it is?
Mm, Hmm. Is it service service cloud? Is does this deal is this for like customer support?
Well, I would say Jermaine should be the best person to tell us about the Service Cloud because that's what he used. Jermaine? Oh, Jermaine must be asleep.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What happened?
Jermaine, you used the Service Cloud when you were doing your work.
Yeah, with Metric 5. Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah. Tell us about what you've learned is the Service Cloud.
The case object, that was the main thing that I worked with.
I'm saying, what is the Service Cloud all about?
Um, so basically, let's say when you buy a product, and let's say it's defective or whatever, and you call in for technical support or whatever, you dealing with the Service Cloud because their job is to basically create cases to let the technician know exactly, what the problem, the name of the person or the company, the problem, and then they have to, they have different fields and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but in the case of Service Cloud and what Jermaine was doing, it wasn't a defective product.
no, in particularly what we my particular case, well, the app I was working with was just CSP Communication Solutions Program. Basically, if like let's say an employee needed to be retrained, they would create, they would have scheduling for that. Or if there was employee disputes, they would have to, a manager would have to basically get in between and handle that. So it was more like a scheduling type of thing.
No, it was complaints.
Complaints. Right.
You're handling complaints
Correct.
because they're basically the people were defective.
Right.
So you were handling those types of complaints or complaints about the product that you were using,
Right.
right? So those were the two types of complaints you were handling, or maybe there's multiple other ones. But the fact is the Service Cloud is for something being defective or there's a complaint and it needs to be logged into Salesforce, right? So those are actually three areas, well, two areas that are incredibly important for Salesforce. One is the Sales Cloud, which we talked about, how you put your accounts in and you get your contacts. And then you buy your products with a customer and you buy your products from a vendor, you sell your products to to a customer. So you buy from a vendor, sell to a customer. You need to create an opportunity. Opportunity is the most important thing of the Sales Cloud, right? But eventually something breaks, something goes wrong. You have to handle, the complaints, right? And those complaints go right to the Service Cloud, and that's why when Salesforce, you really need two things minimally. You need your Sales Cloud and you need your Service Cloud. The two goes hand in hand for any company. They need to be able to handle problems, with their products. So that's why when you're doing these things, you have to keep in mind, right, that you should do standard stuff, what Salesforce has. And the reason why you want to do standard stuff, by the way, is because Salesforce has been in the business for a long time. They know what sales are, and they also know what services are, what complaints are, what defects are. And they do a good job. This is why other companies use Salesforce. And so you should try to do things with the standard stuff that Salesforce has instead of creating your own. But that's all part of learning Salesforce, right?
Yes.
Like when you created the vendor, you didn't really think, oh, a vendor is it's an account with a contact, and I'm going to need to call that vendor. And actually, you using vendor incorrectly, you really meant customer, right? A vendor is someone you buy from, right? A customer is someone that buys your product,
Yes.
So now that you have the correct reference, you are Tastecraft. And your customers are the people that buy from you, which takes things out of inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And then you buy things from your vendors that puts it into the inventory, And then from there, there'll be a manager that uses Effexsoft's products, Effecta, to do the inventory management,
Yes.
right? So that's kind of like the very high level. And once you get that high level, you should really implement it the Salesforce way, not reinvent the wheel. All right?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yep. Now it makes sense.
hmm Yeah. So keep that in mind because your interviews are going to be there. They might start asking you about different clouds and what do they do and what did you do in these clouds, right? And it shouldn't be only about what you created, like the inventory management stuff, right? Which is completely separate. That's a new thing. It should be about the existing Sales Cloud, the existing Service Cloud. You would have configured those two, and then you would have created a new portion called Inventory Management, right? So that's sort because there's no inventory man. I mean, there is inventory management, but it's an App Exchange product, right? You could build your own, So that's the great thing about Salesforce. You don't have to use anything. You could just build it yourself,
Um,
So
I think the Effector software, when Effector is being added into the client's org,
hmm
Effector comes with the inventory management, warehouse management, order processing, procurement, vendor management, and just like that, right?
Okay. I don't know enough about how Prasad built Effecta. And by the way, you don't even know if he's actually building it right because how many companies are really using the product?
I don't know that any company is using the product, Lou. Do you?
But I don't know. I know it's out there, but the people actually use it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But you should build the inventory management and say, yeah, I built it out for Effecta. You know, so but don't build the customer side, the vendor side, or things like that. That belongs in the Sales Cloud, right?
Yeah.
hmm Okay. Well, that's the angle to think about.
I guess on the next class we're gonna do that.
hmm Yep. So you guys have to think about how to build out the inventory management. You have some of it already. You have warehouses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No. Let me see your inventory management stuff that you're doing.
Um, the
Oh,
warehouse.
yeah. So tell me about your warehouse. What is it?
So the warehouse, this is where we pretty much store the products that we are currently selling. The craft food is selling. So there are food, drinks, fruits, vegetables. They are all in the warehouse.
Okay. Now, if you said new warehouse, what does that do?
It will show us the field that are supposed to be on the warehouse.
Okay, so you got a warehouse manager, warehouse. What does warehouse capacity mean?
Um, hmm, I think this is how many quantities are there?
Quantity of what, though?
Yeah, Jermaine, help me. We brainstormed this together, Jermaine. Where are you?
Okay. What are we talking about?
So why did we add warehouse capacity here?
House capacity.
I think the quantity that are available in the whole
Quantity of what, though?
of
What are
the
you,
product,
what product are you selling?
um, vegetables, drinks, meat, pastries.
So let's say you put slide over all four of them.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Oh, this is actually like the changes we did recently. We
Yep.
we had a single pick list and then we were like, oh, how about we move it to multiple pick list so the warehouse can have multiple products. They can have this warehouse can have both things like vegetable, drinks, and meat. And this all comes when we had the purchase order. Um,
Okay, gotcha. And the
yeah,
warehouse capacity, you see it says warehouse capacity?
yeah.
Put in a 1,000. Tell me, what does this mean with your chosen warehouse type? What does 1,000 mean to those four things?
Um, so before I answer that, these fields where we had this field before we created the malt pick list. So for this case, this warehouse was only going to have only one choice. Only one would, well, I mean, this warehouse were going to be only one type of warehouse. Like this warehouse only had vegetables only. That's how we were thinking before. So like with this 1,000 means this warehouse has a total of 1,000 vegetables.
Okay, but you see how this doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So your idea is to have many warehouses and each warehouse does one thing?
That was before, but we kind of like changed this. We were in the middle of like doing changes before we let you in, but it looks like we haven't finished like uh do the changes here.
Okay.
We were like, oh, it doesn't make sense to have one warehouse with only one type of product. So we need to create multiple pick lists so we can select different types of product that can be available in one warehouse. So one warehouse can have uh different different types of products like vegetables, drinks, meat. That's what we were thinking.
Well, let me ask. Suppose if you had two warehouses.
Yeah.
Two warehouses can have uh drinks, meat, and pastries and vegetables. All four, right? Or are you saying they could have a combination, but they can't have the same combinations?
Oh, they
You
can
can't.
have combination.
Okay. Now, suppose if you wanted to know where are your which warehouses have vegetables, right? If you wanted to know that, how would you find that out?
Mm, by the warehouse name?
Well, I mean, if you had four things in there, how are you going to name your warehouse?
Mm, that's true.
So there's going to be a couple of things that you'll have to eventually learn, right? Um, one warehouse can have multiple, and that shouldn't be warehouse type. That should be um, more like the product,
Product. Okay.
right?
Yes.
Because uh, I think you haven't really thought it out just yet, you know. But it should be, here's my warehouse, here's the products that are stored in my warehouse, right? And the problem is that when you remove some product from the warehouse, how are you going to keep track of the inventory? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could do that, by the way. It's not difficult, but you have to understand the concepts of how to do it. Jeff, do you have any idea how you would do this?
Hmm. And what exactly are you trying to do?
Well, let's say she has 1,000 vegetables,
Okay.
and then some customer bought 100 vegetables.
Okay.
How would you keep track of the inventory?
Um, that's a good question. You Did you make this into like a formula field and point at sold versus not sold quantity, something like that?
Well, but there's just no fields like that here. You're saying that it needs some more fields.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is all part of Salesforce and being an admin and things like that, is how to think of it so that you could get this thing to work,
Hmm.
right? Um, the problem with just saying vegetables and drinks and meat and pastries is you're not saying what vegetables, what drinks, because you could have multiple, you could have onions, you could have potatoes, you could have all kinds of different vegetables. You can't just say vegetables, you
Yeah.
know. Um, so it's gonna have to be a little bit more complicated than this, you know, but that's fine. I think part of it is that you really just got to do an interview, right? And pass the interview and get a job. You don't necessarily need to know how to do all of the complicated details, right? To solve it. You know, even though solving this would actually be good for you, right? But you don't need to tie up a lot of your time with this because you're going to need to know a lot more for those interviews coming up. You know, but you see, you have to think about how do I solve it and how do people solve this in Salesforce? You know, um so something to think about. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing this because, like I said, you have a lot to study for your interviews. Hmm. Right? And then later on, I can help you build something that will work, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Unless, of course, you guys come up with your own solution, you know, and let it work,
Yeah.
right? So I would change the warehouse type to something different, maybe
Product type?
product,
Mhm.
not product type, but product,
Oh, product. Okay.
right? Is it mushrooms? Is it onions? Is it potatoes? Is it um, Gatorade? You know, is it Coca-Cola? Is it
Oh,
chicken?
so the name should all be here. Like,
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't see. I wouldn't build it this way myself personally. You know, I would be building it much differently. You know, but the idea isn't for me to show you how to build this out appropriately because that takes way too much time. See, it'll be as if if I had hired you and you were working for me and I trained you to do it, it would take months, for you to get up to a level that you would do it yourself if you didn't really know how to do it. Maybe a week, if we put in like 6, 7 hours
See,
a
so you
day to
would you
do it.
would basically need dependent and what do they call that? Pick lists and stuff like that. So like
No, no,
vegetables, well, no?
no, you wouldn't do it that way.
No? Oh.
You just say save here, but you have to put a name, right?
Oh yeah. Let me put
Just say warehouse one. Okay, save it. Okay. Now I wouldn't use vegetable type warehouse there. I meant the warehouse type vegetables. I would get rid of that, right? Now go to your related. Uh,
oh, sorry.
yeah, you could get rid of it because this field wouldn't make sense if I was building this. Say save. Go to your related. Why do you have warehouses here in the related? Do you have this related to warehouses? Do edit object. I want to see what you put here.
I wonder if it's a lookup.
Not edit
Sorry.
yeah, yeah, edit object and do fields and relationships. Oh, you see your warehouse manager looks
Where?
up to a warehouse instead of it shouldn't be looking up to a warehouse. It should be looking up to not a user. Yeah, it should be looking up to a user actually. So that one because it's a person that is the manager, right?
Yeah.
Now so that would need to be changed. Okay. Now do click on Object Manager one more time. No, no, and on top, Object Manager.
Oh, object manager.
Mhm. So create a new object, right? And this will be warehouse product, right? Okay. And the object name is fine. Warehouse. No, no. Label plural. Get rid of the warehouse over there. Actually put product at the put space product. Okay. And the record name should be warehouse product number. And this should be an auto. Okay. And yeah,
Change this.
yeah. So WPN. Okay. One. And say allow reports. Okay. And that's it. Allow search. Yep. And then say save. What is this saying? The object, oh, you need to put a underscore. Okay, save this. Okay, now go to fields of relationships. Okay, so let's just say this is the product. Say new. Now, I'm not going to make this too complicated, right? Because you really should be saying a lookup to the product. But in this case, we just use the text, a pick list actually. Go to down, use a pick list, and go next. Next. Yeah.
The next. Yeah.
Mhm. And this will be your product.
Just product.
Hmm. Okay, and just say next.
What about the pick list?
Oh,
No?
yeah. And say enter values. Okay, so this will be your what name some vegetables.
Oh, name a vegetable.
Hmm.
Carrot.
Onions,
Oh, okay.
carrots, onions. Put some apples there. Put some meats.
Apples is fruits.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is not just
Oh,
vegetables. This is everything. Apples, fruits. Then put some meats,
Like
beef,
chicken, beef,
and what's the other stuff you got? Drinks.
yeah.
put soda, juice.
Is that how you write Coca-Cola?
Yeah, you need a space.
Oh,
Okay. Now leave it
Well, no,
as
you got
this.
to have Pepsi in there. I'm sorry. That's the black man's
Uh,
drink. Come on now.
and click on display values alphabetically. Okay. All right. And just say next. Okay. Now say next. Save. Okay. We need another field. New.
oh, yeah.
Okay. And say we need a number. Number down there. Yeah. Next. Okay. And here we want to call this inventory addition. In other words, this will add to the inventory,
Oh,
whatever that product is, right?
yeah.
Okay. Go next. Okay. And say next. And save. Okay. Now go leave this page here, but go to go to your warehouse on the top, refresh this, and go to related. Okay. We want the inventory to be listed there. How do we do that?
Oh, we want the inventory.
Yeah. You see what you just created, which is called warehouse product. We want it to be listed here. How do we do that?
On the related.
Yes.
We need to edit this layout.
Okay, do that.
Oh, it's loading. Oops, I don't know why it's loading. Coming fresh. Edit page. And unrelated. Oh, what are we gonna add again, Blue?
You want to put that warehouse product in there.
Warehouse product.
It should be related to the warehouse because we're gonna put onions and all kinds of things in this warehouse.
Yeah. Um, hmm. Jermaine, help. Jermaine. We'll text Jermaine one.
Okay. Jeff, do you know?
Jeffrey is using a washroom.
Oh, okay. So the problem is go to warehouse products on the top. No, the web browser.
Web
Web
browser. Browser.
that one. Okay. This is not listed there because it needs to be a lookup to the warehouse.
Oh, this a warehouse product?
That's just a name,
Yeah.
but there's no lookup to the warehouse. You see the problem?
Oh, yeah. That's
Because
where.
we want it to be a child. We wanted a related list to that warehouse, right? And the only way to do that is if the warehouse was in here. Okay, so say new field. Now, what if we want to relate it to the warehouse? How do we do that?
Um, that is gonna have to be lookup.
No, it's going to be a master detail. Why?
Um, and this will be the warehouse and the between the warehouse and the warehouse product.
Yes, but why must it be why should we do it as a master detail?
Um, oh, well, because without the warehouse, we need the warehouse to store the products. And without the warehouse, then the product wouldn't have anywhere to be.
Well, that's one reason, but the reality is we also want to be able to count the number of onions, the number of fish, the number of different things. The only way to do that is if it was a master detail.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right.
So, because you could do what we call a summary count. Click on
Oh,
master detail,
okay.
say next. Okay, drop that down and select warehouse, right? Do next. Okay, say next.
Uh,
You click out of there. There you go. You could do next. Okay, next, next, and save. Okay, now go to the web browser to there and refresh. Leave. And if you look at related, it's there now.
oh,
You
oh,
see?
yeah,
Now,
I know.
one thing I want you to do is get rid of the warehouses that are there. So
I'm
that one
getting
there,
the
yeah, we're going to get rid of that. So go to your warehouse product. Um, actually, no, go back to the warehouses. Go, come out
oh,
of this.
yeah.
No, go back to where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Go now. Use the back button on the browser.
The browser, this
The
browser,
no. You see the arrow to the left?
or this one?
Yeah, that one. Click on that. Leave. Okay, do edit the edit object.
don't know why it's taking so long. Okay.
There you go.
Edit objects.
Mm-hmm. And then field of relationships.
Relationship and fields.
Okay. You see where you have the warehouse manager?
Mm-hmm.
Delete that. That's what's giving you the problem.
Oh.
Mhm. Okay, now you should be fine. X out of here. Okay, now go back to your warehouse. Now refresh it. Look at your related. Now you have the warehouse products. You get it?
Yeah.
Now, doing new here.
New
No,
opportunity.
new warehouse products.
Oh, new warehouse.
Okay, you see, now select your product.
Oh, wow, chicken.
So how many chickens do you have that you're adding here?
Oh, I'm gonna add 400.
Okay, save it. You see, okay, now I want you to do this. Do edit page.
Edit page.
Okay, now click on where it says details, right? Okay, now add a new tab. Okay, click on details there, right there. Click on that. Go click into the details again up there, right there. Click in that. Go all the way to the top. Okay, do custom on the top, all the way to the top.
Oh, custom.
Okay, and call this uh, inventory. Or yeah, inventory. That's it. Just tab out of it and done. Okay. Now, on the right where it says tabs,
Mm-hmm.
X out the related.
Related.
You don't need that anymore.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Now click on inventory on the left. Not this one, that one. Okay. Now in the menu on the left, you will see dynamic related list single. Drag that into the open, yeah, right there. Okay. That's your warehouse inventory. Now, where it says add fields on the right side, yep, scroll it down. Right there, you see it says add fields?
Oh,
Yeah,
over here.
yeah. Click on that. Okay. Click in there. Okay, so we want the product. Click on product. Okay, done. Add again. Click on that. We want the inventory edition. Done. Okay. That's all we want. But our order, see it says sort field order,
Mm-hmm.
right? You see it says default, go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sort field, don't make it default. Click on it.
Default.
That should be the product. You're gonna sort by the product. Okay. And default, click on that. Make it ascending. Okay. And say save. Okay. Activate. Say app default. Assign app default. And this is for your effective management. Right. Next. Okay, next. Save. Okay. Now click the save button, the
The
blue one.
save one.
Yeah. Yeah. Save it. Okay, now use the back button and go back. Okay, now look at your inventory.
Ooh, oh, there's gonna be a
Okay.
list of the inventory here.
Yeah. Now add some more inventory. Say new.
New.
Put
And
something else in here. Doesn't matter. A few more things.
trade and stuff.
Okay. Add a couple apples.
Apples.
Mhm. Save. Add 200 more apples.
Okay.
Save it. Okay. How many apples do you have?
Uh, 1,000?
Right. Why do you have 1,000? Because you had 2 shipments of apples.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you see on the top left over there where it says warehouse products?
Mm-hmm.
Above that.
Over here. Yeah.
But click on the blue where it says W0. Right. Right
W
there. Okay. Look at inventory.
inventory.
So this is showing you your inventory, right? But this is really all the shipments of products that came in.
Mm-hmm.
The question is going to be, well, how many apples, how many beefs, how many this, how many that you have? Look at
Yeah.
details. Go to details.
Details.
And how will we know that? What you think?
Um, by the warehouse capacity?
No. So do edit object because we're going to edit the warehouse object.
Edit object.
And we did a master detail for a reason. Give it a second. Okay. Click on field and relationships. Okay. Now we need a new field.
New field.
Okay. And this is called a roll-up summary. You see, it says roll-up summary, the fourth one. Right.
Oh, to give us the total.
Yeah. Now go next. The field name is going to be uh, inventory of apples. Okay. Now go next. And now we're going to say summarize object on the top,
Oh,
warehouse products, right? Right. So we're going to summarize the warehouse products. We're going to do a count, no, a sum. Do a sum of the field to aggregate. Click on that. Is the inventory addition, right? Click on that. And you see right there, we're going to right on the bottom.
yeah.
It says only records that meets a certain criteria because we're only doing this for apples. So click on that, right? And where it says field, click on that, product.
Oops. Product.
Equals. Now click on the yep, apples, right?
Oh,
Insert. Okay, do next. 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 Save. Okay, now go back to your warehouse. Refresh this. Try it again.
refresh it.
Hmm.
Maybe I need to log out.
No, do this. Do edit page. Okay. You see it in there? It's on the bottom.
Oh, inventory of apples.
And it's correct. It's 1,000. Now go back. Go to your inventory again.
Inventory.
Now, let's say you sold 100 apples. Do new
New.
product, apples. When you sell, you do negative 100.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put negative 100.
Say save. Okay, go back to details. Refresh this. Okay, still didn't put it there, but do edit page. It should give us 900 now.
Mm. Oh,
So you understand how this works.
yeah,
And that's how you do your inventory management,
got it.
right? It's not as I don't really know. I think you guys would really need to kind of have a fuller understanding of how to build these things. Eventually, you don't need to really know it as well as I know it right now, right? But this would be typical of what a Salesforce admin and developer would have to kind of know. You see what I mean?
Yes.
And it's good. You see how good this is, how good it works?
Yeah. It makes
But
things very fine.
yeah, and then you could see all the time when your inventory is coming in, when it's coming out, the positives are coming in, the negatives are coming out, and so on and so on, right? So really it should be tied to those opportunities and to the vendors though, where that when you buy from a vendor, right, it should add to the inventory. When you sell, a product to a customer, it should take out the inventory. So there are different things that should have really happened, and you could see it would this is just the beginning of creating something sophisticated. Do you see what I mean?
Mhm.
Because we need to really focus in and tie it all together, you
Yeah.
know. But that's enough just so that you get an understanding of how this thing should be built and what an admin should know, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. The reality is an admin doesn't need to know as much as probably what we've done there. They should know, but not a lot of admins really understand it that well.
Yeah.
But a more senior admin will know it. They should know it. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
No, so yeah, just something to think about. But this is a good exercise,
Um,
Yeah.
Lou, what about that? Show Lou that screenshot from earlier.
Oh, that screenshot. Let me see. Wonder where is it? Oh,
And by the way, as an exercise, you should do the apples and everything else because this is just for apples. You should do the counts of all of the other stuff,
yeah.
eventually.
Can you see this?
No, I don't see what you're trying to show me.
Oh, yes. Oh, can you see now?
Yeah, and this is nothing. You don't have to worry about this.
Oh, okay.
It's not an error. That's just a warning.
Yeah, but I've never seen that warning before. That's why.
No, they always do whenever you do a multi-select.
Okay, I've done multi-select in the past, and I've never seen that warning.
Okay, well, that's what they have. Okay, so remember what you're going to do. This is the inventory of apples, but you need to put the inventory of onions, the inventory of chicken, the inventory of all of them,
Yes.
right? That way, and then you need to go to inventory and add some of the inventories so that you could get the counts,
Yes.
right? And that's how you build it up, all right?
Yep.
Okay, guys, we've we've done a lot.
Yeah. Thank you,
Mhm.
Lou. Thank you very much.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
thank you.
welcome.
Yeah.
You know, what the important thing is to study for your interviews,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then eventually you still got to build up your knowledge of Salesforce. You know, it helps, and it'll help you for your jobs in the future,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
dope.
All right, guys, we're good.